my side of the aisle could not see the amount of harm that this man was attempting to inflict upon our communities.
Lady Eyelashes herself, Jasmine Crockett, listen to this absurd nonsense.
There were 58 Democrats who voted against it. You were one.
Yeah.
Why?
Absolutely. You know what? One of the things I do want to point out that's not been laid out that honestly hurts my heart is when I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians. For the most part, the only people that voted no were people of color, because the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color. So if there was any way that I was going to honor somebody who decided that they were just going to negatively talk about me and proclaim that I was somehow involved in the great white replacement, yeah, I'm not honoring that kind of stuff, especially as a civil rights attorney, and understanding how I got to Congress, knowing that there were people that died, people that were willing to die, that worked to make sure that voices like mine could exist in this place. So to me, just like we wanted to make sure that those Confederate relics were taken down, the idea of a new age relic being propped up was something that I just could not subscribe to. And it is unfortunate that more of my colleagues, even on my side of the aisle, could not see the amount of harm that this man was attempting to inflict upon our communities.
Guys, it's time to strut into the bedroom like your junk just got a VIP invite to the party. Blue Chew's chewable tablets are a motivational coach for your man parts, giving you harder, stronger, longer-lasting edge like your downstairs just chugged a protein shake and hit the weights. When you pop a Blue Chew tablet, your confidence will be so high that your shadow will call you Big Papa. It's not just sex. It's like your pelvis is auditioning for an action movie called The Boner Identity. Guys, this just isn't about performance. It's cementing your third legacy. Emphasis on leg. Who wrote this? Head on over to BlueChew.com to check out your options and level up your game. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew absolutely free. Just use promo code Rubin at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head on over to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. All right, so because I'm working with the spirit of Charlie today, I'm going to hold off on Jasmine Crockett for a second, and I'm going to speak directly to you, Dana Bash. You know I'm not a huge fan of yours. It seems very odd to me that you're a journalist. There doesn't seem to be a lot behind your eyes. You're more of a Democrat activist. Most people know that. But what I might recommend to you as a purported journalist is when someone says something so profoundly absurd, she basically is up there dancing on his grave saying he's racist. Let's just cut the crap with that, right? We know what she's doing there. Dana, what you might want to do, and even though we stopped the clip right there, she didn't do it. What you might want to do in the next sentence is say, well, that's some jarring stuff that you just said right there, Congresswoman. Can you tell me about the racist policies Charlie Kirk was all about? Can you tell me about some of those things? What were the specifics on that? But you never do that. Charlie Kirk literally was helping black people leave. Literally, I'm using the word literally, figuratively. He was helping black people wake up from the Democrat plantation. That is true. When you vote, when any group, it does not matter, black, white, does not matter. When any group relentlessly and almost exclusively to the tune of 90+% always votes for a certain party, the party then owes them nothing. Charlie started to wake up people to that. He started to break the black community's vote so that they started to go towards MAGA. And we know in the last election, more black men voted for a Republican president than ever in history. And what Jasmine and the Democrats want, they want a docile, dependent group of black people that they can basically offer crumbs to every now and again. If the Democrats cared about you so much, then wouldn't things get better for you when the Democrats are in office? The Republicans are trying to get the government off your back. The Republicans are trying to treat you like adults, like everybody else. But if you just want the handouts, the little bit of handouts that they give you, the little bit of dependency they keep you so that you will just suck on that teat forever, then I suppose keep voting. But the idea that Charlie Kirk was racist in any way, and then she says her 2 Caucasian colleagues, it's like, you, lady, are more racist. You have more racism. You exerted more racism in that 30-second clip on CNN than Charlie Kirk has ever espoused in any public setting that I have ever heard, period. Scott Jennings, a mild-mannered man who in a normal world probably wouldn't even be on TV because he's just laying out the most obvious common sense things, has to do it day after day after day on CNN.
Well, she's lying. I mean, Charlie Kirk targeted nobody. He was not racist in any way. I've listened to hours and hours and hours and hours of Charlie Kirk debates and talks, and have been with Charlie Kirk and did events with Charlie Kirk and knew Charlie Kirk. There wasn't a racist bone in his body. To say that he was continuously targeting people of color is nothing but a malicious smear on the very day that people are remembering Charlie and he's going to be laid to rest. And so I think we need to combine the no votes on the resolution, and then you look at the leading Democratic voices like Ilhan Omar and Jasmine Crockett, who've gone out to smear Charlie before he's even had his funeral. When I hear people say we need to come together and both sides need to turn down the rhetoric, a lot of the people saying that need to look inward right now.
Reminder, Dana Bash, what you could do when you're doing these interviews, and if you want me to come on the show so I could explain this to you, maybe that would be a good idea. What you might want to do is after you hear Scott say something like that, you might want to comment yourself and say, you know what? Actually, we did some research here at CNN. We've got a lot of people in this big fancy building, and we also could not find anything that Charlie said that was racist.